going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Memphis Tigers. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. Leaves it with the back. He's out past the 35. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Brown wants to pass. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. He's got him. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The play-action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. It's a draw. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. They'll move the tight end. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll immediately call timeout. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They boot it away. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jimenez. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Got his man. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll leave it with him. Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. To throw again. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
There he goes. Shakes off the defender.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the handoff.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Rides the back and leaves it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Memphis will be forced to punt. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Memphis picking up the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Jimenez. Looking for room at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Looking downfield on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs. That they
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the play fake. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. It's complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive firepower and speed all over the field, and this defense said, I will have none of that, and shut everything down.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. Special teams.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Durant.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Getting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put...
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durant. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.